Ang math ay easy lang. Basta't alam mo kung paano sumunod sa mga rules and regulations nito. Ako po si Ma'am Carol, isang guro ng mathematics.
Hello mga kamath! Ang video natin ay tungkol sa factoring polynomials using common monomial factor. Factoring. Factoring polynomials are performed to simplify polynomials so that roots can be obtained. Roots are numbers or values that can be substituted to the variable to make the equation equated to zero true. So, bali, ginagawa natin yung factoring polynomials, pina-perform natin yun sa mga polynomials para makuha natin yung roots. So, ano yung sinasabi natin na roots? Yung roots ay yung mga numbers or values na pwede nating isubstitute doon sa variable so that kung magsosolve tayo ng equation na polynomial equated to zero, magiging true yung value niya. So, take note, equation equated to zero. So, yung polynomial natin, kunyari, x squared plus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. Pag hinanap natin yung mga tamang values ng x, yun yung tinatawag natin na roots. So, ano yung mga computations na dapat nating i-review? In division of exponentials, the exponents are being subtracted. So, pag nag-divide tayo ng exponential, so yung x to the 5th power, exponential siya. I-divide natin siya ng x squared, another exponential. Ang technique lang doon ay i-minus nyo yung mga exponents. So, meron tayong x to the 5 minus 2. And the answer for that is x cubed. Kaya, yung x to the 5th divided by x squared, ang sagot doon ay x cubed. Minus lang yung exponent. So, dito naman sa numerical coefficient, if we are dividing a numerical coefficient such as this, so yan yung mga naka-red. So, ano lang to, ordinary division lang ang ginagamit. So, 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2. So, take note dito sa divisor natin, walang exponent. Therefore, yung x to the 5th natin retains as is. Okay, so yung coefficient lang ang na-divide. So, let us do some basic divisions para ma-form sa isip natin or para ma-memorize natin. So, ma-fix yung concept sa ating isip. So, let's do example number 1. So, we have 24x to the 6th power divided by 4x squared. So, as mentioned earlier, for the coefficient, just divide it like any normal division. So, 24 divided by 4, the answer is 6. And then for the exponential, x to the 6th over x squared, just simply subtract the exponent. So, 6 minus 2 is 4. Therefore, sa exponential natin, ang quotient ay x to the 4th power. So, yung 24x to the 6th power divided by 4x squared, the final answer is 6x to the 4th. Example number 2, we have negative 12a cubed divided by 3a. So again, simple division for the coefficient. Negative 12 divided by 3 is negative 4. And for the exponential, just subtract the exponent, 3 minus 1. Bakit minus 1? Kapag ka ang iyong variable ay wala kang nakikitang exponent, hindi yan 0. That is 1. Okay? Automatic 1 yan. Kasi kung 0 yan, wala kang makikitang variable. So, 1 ang exponent yan. So, we have 3 minus 1. Therefore, sa exponential natin, ang answer ay a squared. So, for the expression negative 12a cubed divided by 3a, the answer is negative 4a squared. So, for our third example, we have 15y to the 4th divided by 5y to the 4th power. So, just divide again the coefficient. 15 divided by 5, the answer for that is 3. Ngayon, dito naman sa exponential natin, take note, pareho sila ng exponent, numerator and denominator. So, if we are going to follow the rule, 4 minus 4, that would be 0, di ba? Ngayon, as I've mentioned dun sa example 2, kapag ka 0 yung exponent, this is actually equal to 1 at makakancel out, mawawala na yung variable na y natin. Therefore, our final answer is 3. So, factoring as reverse distributive property. So, from our previous algebra lessons sa klase natin, we were given yung distributive property kasama ng mga commutative, associative, etc. So, we were introduced with the distributive property. So, ang ibig sabihin ng distributive, you multiply um, a particular number doon sa loob ng parentheses. But this time, yung factoring kasi, kabaliktaran siya ng distributive. So, you were already given an expression na merong common factor and all you need to do is to factor it out in a list natin like this. So, we have AB plus AC. Pareho silang may A. So, we factored out A. And ang naiwan sa loob ng parenthesis ay B plus C. So, take note, kabaliktaran siya ng distributive property. So, if we are going to apply the same principle to this particular example, 4x cubed minus 6x squared, ang common factor nito, let's start with the coefficient. Yung 4 at 6, ang common niya ay 2. And then, dito naman sa variables, ang common factor niya ay x squared. So, ang mangyayari, i-divide natin isa-isa yung terms na to with 2x squared para makuha natin yung laman sa loob. So, 4 divided by 2 is 2. X cubed divided by x squared is x. Diba? Kasi isusubtract lang naman natin yan. So, kaya na yan mentally. And then minus. So, 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then yung x natin, x squared divided by x squared cancels out. Kaya 3 na lang yung nasa loob niya. And yung 2x squared na nasa labas, yun yung tinatawag natin na common monomial factor. So let us do factoring by common monomial factor. So let's start with the first expression, x cubed minus 7x. So by inspection, we can see the numerical coefficient of the first term is 1 and the second term is 7. So the common factor for this is just 1. So both of them are prime numbers. So there's no number here indicating that the common factor is 1. Okay? And then when we inspect x, the one with the lower exponent, the exponent of this is 3, the exponent for this is 1. So what is lower is 1. So we choose the one with the lower exponent. That's why we have x here. So our common monomial factor is x. So after finding the common monomial factor, we divide each term with x. So x cubed divided by x is x squared. And then minus 7x divided by x is 7. So the factored form of x cubed minus 7x is equal to x times the quantity x squared minus 7. So for our expression letter B, we have 5x cubed minus 5x squared minus 5x. So again, inspecting the coefficient, all of them are 5. Therefore, the common factor of these numbers is 5. And then for the x's, all of them have x. And the lowest exponent is, again, 1. Therefore, our common monomial factor combined is 5x. So we will divide each one of this with 5x. So 5x cubed divided by 5x is x squared. And then minus 5x squared divided by 5x is x. And then minus again for the last term. So 5x divided by 5x is equal to 1. So the factored form of this expression is 5x times the quantity x squared minus x minus 1. This entire thing. For our expression letter C, we have negative 4x to the 5th power plus 2x cubed minus 6x squared. Now, one thing that you have to remember, if the one on the leftmost side of the expression, okay, take note that x's are in descending exponent, so 5, 3, and 2. So the coefficient is negative. So what you're going to do is to um, extract the negative as a common factor. That's why I placed negative here. And then for the numbers, again, find the factor for 4, 2, and 6. That would be 2. And then for the x's, you have x squared as the one with the lowest coefficient. I'm sorry, lowest exponent. So all combined, our common monomial factor is negative 2x squared. So if we are going to divide each one, so negative 4x to the fifth divided by negative, again, negative divided by negative is positive. So there's no more negative sign here, okay? So 4 divided by 2 is 2, and then x to the fifth divided by x squared is x cubed. And then here, positive divided by negative is negative. That's why we have minus here. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. So there's no more numerical coefficient. And then x cubed divided by x squared is x. You are left with negative x on the middle term. And then lastly, negative divided by negative is positive. So that's why it's plus here. And then 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then x squared divided by x squared is, the x is cancelled out. That's why the only thing left on the third term is 3. So the factored form of this expression is negative 2x squared minus 2x cubed minus x plus 3. So for our last example, factoring by common monomial factor, we have the expression 4x y cubed minus 2x squared y squared plus 8x y squared. This time our variables, we have 2, x and y. So the same thing, the same technique that we always do. First, we inspect all the numerical coefficient and find the GCF, or the greatest common factor. So we have 4, 2, and 8. And the common factor for these three numbers is 2. So that's why we have 2 here. Now, for the x's, we are going to look for the one with the smallest exponent. So this is 1, 2, and 1. So our common factor is x, okay, with 1 as the exponent. And then for y, let's inspect. This has as exponent of 3. This is 2 and this is 2. So the one that is lowest among the 3 is y squared. So all combined, this is going to be our common monomial factor. And then we are going to divide each term with our common monomial factor. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then the x cancels out. And then y cubed divided by y squared is y. So this is the only thing that is left on the first term. So next is minus. And then let's do the second term. So 2 divided by 2. So cancels out. X squared divided by x. We have x. And then y squared divided by y squared. This cancels out. So we are only left with x in the middle term. And then finally, for the last term, we have 8. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. The x cancels out, as you can see, and the y squared cancels out as well. So the last term is 4. So the factored form of the expression on the left side is 2xy squared times the quantity 2y minus x plus 4. So don't forget the techniques that we have done. So, inspect all numerical coefficient to look for GCF. So, tingnan muna yung mga numbers, kung ano yung common factor, yun yung muna yung ilagay. Doon sa letter C natin kanina, take note, dahil sa ang unang-unang factor ay negative, we have to factor out the negative sign first para malinis na yung unang term nung nasa loob ay positive din. Okay? And then, the common factor of the variables is the one with the least exponent. Pagdating naman doon sa mga y's, x, at saka yung mga variables natin, pipiliin natin yung may pinaka-maliit na exponent. So, that is how we do it. Okay? So, that ends our lesson on common monomial factor.
Huwag niyo pong kalimutan na mag-like, subscribe, and share ng video nito. At kung meron pa po kayong mga gustong itanong o mga topics na dapat na i-discuss ko, please comment down below.